What's going on, everybody? Top 10 Pokemon here. Thank you so much for joining me today as I review the top Pokemon card auctions of the week. It was a pretty solid week overall for Pokemon card sales. We had a ton of EX cards, both the more modern EX and the old school EX cards sell for some pretty phenomenal prices. We had a lot of vintage CGC cards sell on auction, as well as several BGS 10 Black Label cards, one of which we have never seen in auction. So stay tuned to see the sale price of that card. I promise you will not be disappointed. Thank you guys for tuning in each and every week. Give this video a like. Please be a subscriber to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. I would like to start this show off with reviewing some Celebrations graded cards. A couple of very interesting sales this week, starting with this Gold Star Greninja card. This is the Elite Trainer Box promo in PSA 10 that sold for $405. And then we had this Golden Full Art Mew card in PSA 10 that sold for $340. And then we had an Umbreon Gold Star in BGS 10 condition sell for $364.77. A Full Art Pikachu VMAX in PSA 10 sold for $255. And we had a few sales of the big three. Let's go over them right now. Here is a Venusaur Holo from the Classic Collection in PSA 10 that sold for $280. The Blastoise sold for $269. And the Charizard sold for $416 this week. It's also noteworthy that the Japanese Charizard from the set sold as a PSA 10 for $455. Every single time I see this card, I fall more and more in love with that sparkling border. This card is a winner at every point. And then we had a lot of Celebrations cards here. We had a PSA 10 of the Blastoise, Charizard, and Venusaur, along with a raw copy of the Metal Pikachu, Metal Charizard, and the other two golden Pokemon cards that sold for a total of $1,136. Bunch of miscellaneous modern cards here is a Full Art Lily from Ultra Prism in PSA 10 that sold for $645. We had a Leafeon VMAX in BGS 10 from Evolving Skies sell for $401 this week. And then we had the Espeon EX from BREAKPOINT set sell as a PSA 10 for $167.50. The Umbreon EX from Fates Collide set sold for $255. And then the Mewtwo EX from Breakthrough set, we had two variations of Mewtwo EXs. One sold for $228 and the other variation sold for $230. From Ancient Origins set, we had a Mega Tyranitar card sell for $127.50. And we had a Lugia EX from Ancient Origins sell for $252. And here is a Full Art Lugia from Ancient Origins graded the Ace 10 Gem Mint that sold for $222 US. Heading into the vintage portion of the video, here is an Umbreon Prime card from the Heart Gold Soul Silver Undaunted set that sold for $1,601 this week. This card has a couple of very, very expensive promo versions. This one right here is the set card version. Here is a massive lineup of old school EX cards that hit some pretty spectacular prices. Let's take a look. We have a Metagross EX from EX Power Keepers that sold for $480. An Electrode EX from Fire Red Leaf Green sold for $227, while the Mr. Mime EX sold for $232. From EX Emerald, we had a Regice EX sell for $660, while the Registeel EX sold for $836. Quite a few EX cards from SANDSTORM. We had this Aerodactyl EX sell for $460. This Kabutops EX sell for $566. This Aggron EX sell for $459. And the Typhlosion EX sold for $575. From EX Legend Maker, we have this Armaldo EX and PSA 10 sell for $558. And then from EX Dragon, we had a Muck EX sell for $350 and a Kingdra EX sell for $390. And here are the two heavy hitters from the EX era. Here is a Scizor EX from EX Unseen Forces that sold for $1,593, while this Blissey EX sold for $2,226. Woo, those are expensive. All right, a couple of noteworthy E-Series cards came through. Here's a Nidoking from Aquapolis set. This is a PSA 10 holo that sold for $411. This holo Raichu from SKYRIDGE sold for $630. This Starmie from SKYRIDGE sold for $506. And then this beautiful Espeon holo from Aquapolis in PSA 10 sold for $1,375. Big ones. A couple of reverse holos from Legendary Collection. Here is a reverse Metapod in PSA 10 that sold for $237. The Executor sold for $374, and a reverse Alakazam sold for $1,575. So miscellaneous WotC Holos here is a first edition Misty Holo Trainer that sold for $590. Here is an unlimited Sabrina's Gengar in PSA 10 that sold for $316. I actually just got this card back from grading and it got the PSA 10, so I'm happy to see a price tag like that. An unlimited Holo Celebi from Neo Revelation set sold for $375, while the first edition Kingdra Holo from Neo Genesis sold for $787. We have quite a few more Neo Holos to go over. Here is a first edition Steelix from Neo Genesis that sold for $510, while the first edition Umbreon Holo from Neo Discovery set sold for $5,440. Easily the best card from Neo Discovery set. And here is a PSA 9 first edition Entei from Neo Revelation that sold for $570 this week. Alright, quite a few CGC cards from Heritage Auctions. Let's go over them here. Here is a CGC 9 first edition Espeon from Neo Discovery that sold for $504. This first edition Houndoom from Neo Discovery sold for $408. This CGC 9 first edition Suicune from Neo Revelation sold for $660, while this CGC 9 Raikou sold for $576. We had a CGC 9 Erica's Venusaur first edition sell for $348, and the CGC 9 Blaine's Charizard first edition sold for an even $900. And lastly, for Heritage Auctions, we had this first edition base set Charizard in PSA 6 that sold for $5,040. We had a massive lot of 24 unlimited base set slabs, all PSA 10 that sold for $1,150. And this lot is not too shabby. I mean, you got a couple of high profile base set cards like Pikachu and Charmander there, so a little over $1,100 for all 24 PSA 10s. And then you had 27 first edition slabs from Fossil Set, also all PSA 10, that sold for $1,692. Alright, before we get to our sealed product, let's go over a couple of EV cards here. This is a first edition EV PSA 10 from Jungle Set that sold for $107.50. And I think this is the new lowest price I've seen this card sell for in well over a year. And then here we had this Eevee from SKYRIDGE that also sold for $107.50 as a PSA 10. Alright, a couple of boxes to go over. Here is a first edition Fossil box that sold for $8,350. This first edition Gym Heroes box sold for an even $8,000, while another one sold for $8,400. And then I wasn't sure exactly where to put this card in the video, but it is a first edition French Raichu Holo from base set that sold as a PSA 10 for $6,775 this week. Alright, a couple of Japanese cards to go over. Here is an Art Academy BGS 9 Pikachu Trophy card that sold for $6,500 US. And then we had another Art Academy Ashley Pikachu card in BGS 8.5 that sold for $7,147. And then here we had two boxes of the Mario, Pikachu, Luigi cards, along with 4 PSA 10 copies of these cards that sold for a total of $6,745. We got a few Black Label cards to go over. Here is a Japanese Amazing Rare Rayquaza card that sold for $1,034. Here we had a Black Label Charizard VMAX from Champions Path that sold for $3,561 US. And also from Champions Path was this Black Label Charizard V Secret Rare that sold for $4,417 US. And the auction of the week I have to give to this Pikachu Stamp Box promo in BGS 10 Black Label condition that sold for $7,100 this week. What do y'all think of these Black Label prices, and what do you think of the auctions this week? Leave a comment for me below. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, folks. That's all I got for you. Stay tuned for my next video, and I will see you then.